Anybody, everybody? I'm realizing I turned on Twitch and I forgot to put some music on, so let me fumble for a minute. And I'm fiddling around with a lapel mic tonight. It might be super loud. So I would love for somebody to give me a heads up if that's sounding like garbage or not. If it's really terrible, I can just switch back to my old mic. But I'm testing this thing out. Let me get the tunes going. I gotta freshen up the music soon. Hiding that video preview. I'm gonna minimize. Switch over to the Photoshop window. Man, it looks like I'm looking at the equalizer and the mic. It seems like it's picking up a ton of stuff from the room still. I wonder if I just. I wonder how loud that is. It's this little guy right here. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, if somebody's in the chat, let me know if the audio sounds garbage. I don't know if somebody comes into the chat right now, if they'll see a message that I typed. Let's see. Pop up some of the world tiles we were looking at yesterday. And stream FPS is all over the place. I can show you this little, look at this little color, it's going crazy. Red, green, orange, red, green, yellow. Minimize that. Not your problem. Make sure we're on the right channel. Cool. Yeah, it's Halloween Forever launch day. Yay! Early access. Halloween Forever is up on the Steam. Stoked. I wonder if I can pin a message in my chat. Man, I'm such a Twitch noob. There's so many things I don't know how to do. I wish I knew how to do them. Looks like it's even just me. So cute. Anyway, just fumbling. Nobody's here. Nobody minds. Oh, my phone's going off too. Look at me, I'm sitting in my basement, I'm covered in dust. Hang on, I'm getting a message. A message from my mod, Mr. Mod. That's a pretty good Twitch stream. Watching somebody bother their friend on Facebook. God, there's so much noise in this basement. Wouldn't be able to do this otherwise, though. Not with little baby sleeping upstairs. Little BB. Can't wake up the BB. So we're making some stuff. Yeah. So today was launch day on Steam Early Access for Halloween Forever. This old game, and it's gone all right so far. I think we've had some good comments, some good critique and feedback, and a lot of it I haven't had to answer directly before. You know, some people just talking to each other were able to kind of sort it out by like, hey, look at this thing that the dev said. I think he's going to try to do that. Oh, that sounds cool. So that's really nice. It's really nice to be in a situation where I can see how good some of the like the community aspects are working. I only had to lock one thread because I was getting a little zany, but I don't know, it's the whole learning thing. I don't wanna be heavy-handed with it. What am I looking at? I'm trying to pull up these sketches I had last night. Yeah, these guys. I wish I had. I know I have. I know I have the crop of this. These cropped and rotated on my thumb drive. I did like a tiny presentation for our local Gamedev meetup group that I'm helping to admin, but it was a nice little thing. I recorded it too, and I'm way too busy to even think about getting that stuff online somewhere, but I think I will do that soon. It'd be nice to have some videos. Just some cool little kind of conversational, talky topics. Not strictly like a lecture or anything, just something kind of cool. Excuse me. Just checking my configurations. Yeah, we'll see. This mic could sound like a hot death, and I won't know. Nobody will know. But everybody will know but me. That's more correct. People gotta tell me these things. I think I gotta ditch the shopping mall. Tile junk. I don't know what I was thinking. I did have one person who was I was talking to them a little bit. One person so far sounds like they're having some issues getting the game to launch at all on Windows 10, and I haven't experienced that yet. I was looking into it a little bit, and GameMaker might require that I compile for a Windows 10 build with I think it's UWP, Universal Windows Project. It's a newer thing. I think it has they've got like a new compile that might support Windows 10 better than this, but I think it said it was still in alpha, I thought, but that might have been back in the fall. So I need to look into it some more, but I'm also hungry to talk to some more Windows 10 people and find out if it's, the exception, not the rule kind of thing. Because I don't want to jump to conclusions and say, oh, it's got to be this thing, when maybe it's something else. So there's a couple possibilities on the table, but if somebody doesn't reach out and say, yo, I'm a Windows 10 guy, I'm having issues, I'm probably just going to post on the forum and say, anybody out there having trouble? Let me know, because gotta sort this out. Gotta sort this thing out. this little slanty shanty concept over here that'd be fun to add to this. Just gotta get the intervals right. What do we got going on? Nice. So yeah, again, just mentioning it, if anybody's lurking, watching this, and the mic sounds crazy, give me a heads up, because I didn't have a ton of time to test before this, so I want to make sure I'm not blasting your ear holes with hot garbage, because nobody likes getting their ear holes blasted. And I'm hoping that this weekend or sooner, I'm actually hoping that Tuesday, I'm going to be able to have a couple hours to sit down and start poking together some keyboard control remapping stuff. And part of that, it's going to be a couple-step process, which is why I want to get it done. I want to crack that nut and get it out of the way much sooner than later, so I can get on to fun content stuff. But we've got, what is it we're going to need to do? I'm going to need some degree of basic saving with like an INI file, just so I can keep some user preferences, so that if somebody remaps their controls from the default, so that they won't have to redo it every time, because that would be a nightmare. And also, I want to make sure that I think like saving the preferences, saving those variables each time, so they're there when somebody reboots, and getting the keyboard stuff will give me a template to go and start doing the same thing for gamepad, and potentially have a bit more universal gamepad support. It's all going to require a little bit of testing, and I wasn't able to figure it out, say last November, or like November, December 2014. I don't even remember when I was trying to do that stuff originally. It was beyond me then, but I think I may have matured a little bit as a dev, that I know how I could potentially do it now. But it's still going to take a little bit of trial and error. That kind of thing always does for me. There's no sure fix. Not for me. That's okay. So the roof ring might be too wide. I don't want it to bump up against other elements if it's next to something. Yeah, just need a tiny little margin. Teeny, teeny, tiny, teeny, tiny. Yo, functional form, it might just be you. Let me, I was doing this trick a minute ago. Yeah, man, it's just you and me. How does the mic sound? I don't know how long you've been around, or if you've been catching a lot of the, extraneous basement furnace noise, or if that is sounding possibly nice and improved, let me know. I'm curious. But yeah, man, it's just us. An intimate evening amongst friends. Cool little chat. Getting to talk about all the things we like best. Audio sounds okay? Cool. Without the background noise. All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure to mention when I'll bring it up when like the furnace garbage kicks in again, and that'll be my second check, just to see how it's going at that point. And if it's okay, then I don't know. I might be a convert to the lapel mic. Yeah, we were doing some. I probably shouldn't like turn my head down and talking to it. We were doing some stuff the other day. We were doing some Death State video stuff at the office. We were gonna record a couple behind the scenes things, and doing some interviews with this guy, and it was throwing us off a little bit because this one is it's a stereo. It's got 2 channels, so there's like a top side and a bottom side that it has some input edges on it, which has the potential, I guess, to pick up more, ambient noise than it would without. So that's the kind of thing that I'm curious if it's how much is actually going to pull in from just room sound, room tone. But we'll have to see. Yeah, we had a shotgun mic set up too. We're just sort of trying to multi-purpose it, have a couple backups in case, one sounded better than the other. But I guess all that'll come together. Start messing around with it. Yeah, man, what's cooking? Nice. Mr. Boom. Yeah, this little, what is it? I'm not sure what all this stuff is going to be necessarily. Oh, actually, why do I have these torches moved around? That shouldn't be a problem. I don't think that's an issue. I just had those in for animation purposes. All right, so the furnace is kicking on right now, so let me know if you hear that stuff. But this is, I'm doing a little whoops. I'm doing a little whoops. This guy. I've got. This is sort of my really, really, really rough thumbnail. Greatly reduced in volume. All right, the furnace is like burning now. Let me know what you think, audio-wise. Is that nice? Huh, man, I might be a convert. Until I get unless I actually, it's the kind of thing where before I was getting ready to, I should build like little sound walls and stuff, and a little sound booth, and that would be a cool project. Or I could just get a different mic, I guess, after I bought this other one. It sucks learning the hard way, man. Just gotta test the stuff out. I know I'll use this other thing for something, or I might figure out if there's like a way to get it to work. I've even seen some people doing some stuff with the blue mics where they just have like a small little box around it, and the whole room that they're in may not be soundproofed, but they have kind of like a little microphone cave. So, I don't know. As with all this stuff, you learn as you go. No perfect way of doing it. But yeah, I was starting to say, I had this kind of slanty shanty, weird, kind of decrepit town sketch that I wanted to do something with, and I thought would be kind of cool. Feather drawer thing. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Those like kind of like polyester boxes you can get from Target. I know we have a bunch for storage that we've been using around. I thought we had a spare one, but I think they're all, full of kid stuff by now. But that would be cool. The problem is all the stuff is behind me, so like all the noise that's coming from my back would be right here, unless I change the orientation of my desk, which I could. Might be kind of cool if I was actually facing that way, but I feel like I'd worry about pushing stuff off my desk all the time. I don't know. But anyway, this is cool. It's fun having a wee little office and people that have stuff that you can borrow something for the night. Try it out. But yeah, we're doing this little slanty shanty thing. Let's see how that works. Maybe, I think it's just a nice, interesting little kind of background set piece thing. Burning pile of debris. It'd be nice to have a little bit of a small little pillory, or like a gallows would be nice.